Maybe not. Let's see what happens here. All right, y'all. This is November 1st. It's Nofap November. Y'all know I was coming to y'all. Y'all haven't seen me in a little bit, but you know I was coming to you for Nofap November. So for all you on the journey, that's what's up. For all of you who are not familiar with what I'm talking about, November is the month. Somebody decided somewhere that it was going to be the challenge month for Nofap November. And so for doing Nofap. So Nofap is semen retention. It's usually related to the men, of course, because of semen and everything, not having sex, not releasing your sexual fluids. And that also is something that women have, gone and done as well, because we also take time to not have sex and release our sexual fluids. And so we all can do Nofap November. It's a fasting month from sex. And so if you're on or doing Nofap November, you're deciding not to have sex this month. And I've talked about it for the last few years. You can look at my old videos about Nofap. I've said a lot and gone over a lot with, ways to be strong during the month. But I don't want to be repetitive because I talk about this a lot. And every November, I'm going through different things that are beneficial for being on the journey. And this time I want to do something a little different. It's different and it helps me kind of keep my word about something else I told y'all I was bringing y'all. So I'm going to combine the two, because when we're on this journey to become better people, become more whole, become more healthy, become, more of the selves that we see in our futures, what we're visualizing for, what we are going toward, as far as who we are going to be, our better selves. And so in that, there's a lot of work to do when we're on this journey. Not only figuring out what relationships is about, what you like, what you don't like, and, doing all of that without having sex. It's getting to know yourself, getting to know what your boundaries and standards and values are, getting to know who you are. All right, and so there's a lot that goes into this, and y'all see from my videos how much I talk about it. Like I said, this month, slightly different. I want to go ahead and do something that is transformative. All right, and I say that because this is something I was talking about just earlier today. It's something that I've done for myself, and because I've done it, it just has so many great things that has come from it. And I also talked about doing part of this, I don't know how long ago, but it involves some shadow work, a little bit, little pieces. However, I want to go ahead and do that with you. And so this month, we're going to do some transformative things. We're going to do, that's what I want to say. I don't know if that's too big of a thing to say, but it really is transformative. And for me, it's done wonders. And hopefully, you get a lot out of this month and what we'll do. And so you don't have to think about having sex. We're going to focus on this, all right? And we're going to do inner work this month. All right, and so this is day one of Nofap November. Inner work. For those of you who are not familiar, inner work is the work that we do for ourselves on the inside. In this world that we live in, everything is so external. Everything is so focused on the material things, even us externally, what we look like, and our body, on the outward. Material things, everything that we can gain, like the money and the houses and the cars and the this and that and the you know, all of that. That's like a lot of focus for the world that we're living in, and that's how it is, right? But sometimes we get caught up in that, and we don't focus on the inside. You know, that includes your prayer and your meditation. That includes you in your relationship with God. And there's certain things that you can do for yourself to work on that inside. And so I want to go over the inner work journal with you. All right. It's been a while since I talked about the inner work journal. I don't really talk about it much. This is something that helped me in so many ways. I can't tell you so many ways. And what I would suggest that you do is you go pick up a copy as I go through this with you, because I'm just going to go and break it down further. We're going to do it together. All right. And because this is, you know, so transformative, at least in my opinion, it's definitely worth getting, because this month I'm going to have the Inner Work Journal available for $10. All right, so you can go ahead and pick that up from Amazon right now, and in a couple days you just catch up, because you know it's going to take a couple days to get it, right? And so, all right, and so because we're not focused on sex, it's just that we're going to do this. So this is Inner Work Month. We're going to do some inner work. I said we're going to do some shadow work, and this is involving in it, and this starts with shadow work. And so just rock with me this month, and let's do this. Okay, so this is day 1, and I know it's the end of the day. It's the night time, and it's already you know, done. And but this is stuff that you can do on your own. There's no set time to really do this. I'm just doing it through this month because it fits perfectly into this month, okay? And so for the first few days, we're going to do some shadow work. And this is something like you can do over time, but we're going to do it for the month. But you can go and take your time doing it, go back and do it further as, you know, as this finishes and everything. And we're going to do like the inner work challenge in the middle of Nofap November. That's how that's going to go. So, all right. And so today, all right, let me show you some things first. All right, I got a lot that I want to bring you this. Now, I'm always on a go, so it won't always be me in the car. I'll just like, look, I had to get you something today before the day was out. So here. So I'm talking about this. This is the Inner Work Journal. This is on Amazon for you to pick up. Go ahead and if you got Prime, you get it tomorrow, I think. All right. And so what I plan to do is give one of these. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll give a few away this month. You know, as we go along. I'm thinking 3. I love the number 3. So let me say I'm gonna give 3 of these away, right? I'm gonna get to what we're gonna do for that today, but I also want to give 3 planners away. You know, everybody needs a planner. Let me just go ahead and, you know, give one to you. Okay, and so not that one, right? All right. I also have a few journals to give away. I'm gonna give this one away, and these are blank journals for you to use. I got another one, and I think there's another one I want to give you. So there's gonna be like 3 journals. They're pretty cute and everything. It's a smallish kind of one. It's one you carry around with you. Y'all know journals are important for, you know, your visuals and doing your affirmations and doing the inner work, right? And so also, now this is the original Celibate 69 book that I had for y'all, and newsflash, I didn't really talk about it, whatever. I've changed the title of the book, so it's now Waiting to Have Sex Has Its Benefits. It's the same book, it's more. It's like a little bit of, I don't know. It's 0.20, right? However, it's changed. This is the last copy like this. Actually, I got two left. So this is no longer available on Amazon. Actually, yeah, the original two, and I had two different covers. This one and this one. Now, these are no longer available on Amazon. So now you'll see waiting to have sex has its benefits. And so what I think I'll do is this one I'm going to give away this month as well. And so if you all are involved, this is going to take y'all being involved. So I got a bunch of stuff I want to give y'all if you all are involved. Okay. And so, just, we'll rock with me and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. So those are the things that you are able to pick up this month, and just being involved and doing this with me. That's all that's required, right? But you do need to go ahead and pick up the Inner Work Journal. $10 is the least it's going to be. Like, I don't know when I'm going to make it that cheap again, so go ahead and pick that up. It's worth so much more, and I was just talking about it earlier. It has transformed my life, like literally, and I can testify all day long. Like, inner work is the reason why I don't get depressed anymore. Inner work is the reason why I've conquered some issues that I've had for like years, like since I was a kid. Inner work is the reason why I can have a smile on my face going through the worst things of my life. And so it is, when I say it's transformative, I really feel that. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do today, I got the Inner Work Journal here, and this is the 4th edition. Right. So this is all about what you do. So this is like a guidance for you to do the work. So this is a lot of work that you will have to do with this. And this is what we're going to do this month. So if you really want to do this, it's going to be work to do. All right. This is going to be, you have to, go into yourself and pull some things out, and you will have to, write it down and figure out some things. All right. So day 1, Nofap November. We're going to, and I want to do it verbatim. So, this is what I'm going to do. Because this is something I thought about doing, and this isn't a plan. But I think that this is a good fit for this month. So, not to overwhelm anybody, it's the end of the day. Tomorrow we'll start with the first shadow work that we'll do. All right, I'll have to come to you earlier so that all of this can be done in a good time frame. And so we'll start with shadow work. It's going to be a few days of shadow work, and we're going to get to the challenge. The challenge is Inner Work Challenge. You already are not having sex this month. You already fasting from sex. So the Inner Work Challenge is just the things I talked to you about the podcast that I need to bring you. And so basically this is going to be, this is going to integrate into that, where the podcast is kind of similar to what I brought you with the Inner Work Journal podcast. All right. And so, but that's a few days away. All right. So get ready, and just have in mind that with this sex fast this month, we're going to do some inner work, and we're going to start tomorrow with some shadow work. Okay. All right. So right now, go ahead and pick up your copy. All right. You can win this copy, or not this particular copy, but I'm giving away a copy this month, and you can win a copy. And what I'll suggest is that you share it with somebody, because like I said, it's transformative. And I know everybody's different, and everybody has different experiences, but my hope is that it's just as transformative for you that it's been for me. Because I'm telling you, I have testimony after testimony about, this method of inner work. Okay. All right. And so, with that, I'm going to say see you tomorrow. I want to get this out to you, and it's kind of late in the evening. And so tomorrow I'm going to make sure it's earlier. I have to. So you can get this in work started. All right. And so it won't be the wee hours of the morning, though. Let me tell you, this is not a morning person in front of you, right? I do it for y'all doing the challenge, doing the inner work challenge. I may go there for you for those. It's 3 weeks, but in general, this is shadow work time now. Okay. So look out for me tomorrow, and let's go ahead and do some inner work for Nofap November. All right, y'all. I hope everybody out there as well. I know y'all missed my intro, smiling and laughing and feeling good. And so let me close on that. All right. So before we get out of here, let's think about pleasant things. Let's think about whatever makes you smile till your cheeks hurt, whatever makes you laugh till you boil over, whatever makes you feel so good. Let's think about that. Let's think about that. Let's think about that. All right. Any time is a good time to do that. And so as I close out today, let me leave you with that. Again, I hope everybody out there as well. I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, love and gratitude.